landmarks, and targets. Introduction. Landmarks and other objects on the ground or a battlefield may be either unclear due to climatic conditions or other reasons. Every effort should therefore be made to indicate their location and size carefully and accurately. To ensure quick and accurate indication by commanders and recognition by individual soldiers, a standard procedure has been laid down in the army. Aim. The aim of the CBT is to acquaint and teach the cadets about indication of landmarks and targets. For ease of understanding, we will cover this CBT in three parts. Part 1, definition and types of ground. Part 2, indication of landmarks. And Part 3, indication of targets. Part 1, definitions and types of ground. Firstly, definitions. Landmarks. An object which is important on the ground and which is used in verbal orders to explain the ground in front. For example, this water tank in the picture can be used as a landmark. Target. It is an object having a tactical significance which is indicated with a view to bring down fire on it. For example, in this picture, the twin feature can be a target. Reference point. An important and unmistakable object with the help of which you can indicate other landmarks or targets. A reference point should be specific. For example, in this picture, if the house which is obscured is to be indicated, help of the tower can be taken as a reference point. Types of ground. Broken ground. It is uneven and is generally scattered with nalas, bumps and fields in the ground. It is suitable for move of infantry. Flat and open ground. It is even ground with little cover, example bushes, hedges and other foliage. It is not suitable for move of infantry by day. High ground. Ground far above the general level of the area, example hill. It facilitates control of area around it by observation or fire. As can be seen in this picture, the hill feature running from left to right facilitates both observation and control of fire on either side of this feature. Dead ground. Ground that is hidden from an observer's view. It cannot be covered by flat path weapons. For example, in this picture, this helicopter is partially visible because it is in dead ground. Point to note is, though an open ground is easy to travel, it is dangerous to do so in the locality of the enemy. Whether moving or taking fire position in an open area, one is exposed to the enemy from view and fire. Broken ground, when used correctly, affords protection from flat path weapons. However, it does not afford cover from air or protection from high path weapons. Also, dead ground does not afford cover from high path weapons. Procedure of description. The normal method of scanning and describing ground is by dividing it as follows. Foreground is up to 300 yards, middle distance from 300 yards to 500 yards, and distance beyond 500 yards. Part 2, indication of landmarks. General line of direction. Start by giving the general line of direction by pointing out a centrally located, if possible, prominent landmark. For example, number 1 section 500 Red House. Class Red House and line beyond is the general line of direction. Boundaries. After giving general line of direction, give left and right boundaries of your area. Divide the ground into foreground, middle and distance. Having done so, start from left to right systematically in a clockwise direction and describe the ground.
bounded by a particular arc. After giving the boundaries, start from left to right. If the ground all around is to be described, start after general line of direction to the right and finish at general line of direction by completing the indication all around. Part 3, Indication of targets. Methods of indicating targets. Easy targets. Easy targets can be indicated by the following methods. Indication by description. A noticeable target can often be described directly. For example, number 1 section, water tank. Here, water tank is so noticeable that nobody can make a mistake in recognizing it. Indication by direction or range or both. In slightly less obvious cases, other aids should be used. Example, direction or range or both. For example, indication by direction. Number 1 section, बाएं बगीचा. Indication by range. Number 1 section, 600 बगीचा. Direction and range both. When indicating a landmark, indicate direction first and then range. Example, बाएं 600 बगीचा. Difficult targets. The targets which cannot be indicated by the methods explained till now are termed difficult targets. The methods to indicate these are explained by direction method as given below. General line of direction, a known reference point, or a landmark are used to indicate these targets. Unless otherwise stated, all directions are taken to be with reference to the general line of direction. The following directions will be used. Directions measuring. Slightly left or right means approximately 10 degrees right or left. Quarter left or right means approximately 22.5 degrees left or right. Half left or right means approximately 45 degrees left or right. 3/4 left or right indicates 67.5 degrees right or left. Full left or right means approximately 90 degrees left or right. To conclude, to achieve success in war, it is very important that the target is clearly understood and recognized by the troops. By using the methods of indicating the target, the cadets can easily indicate and identify the target.